Welcome to the Star Citizen Speed Feed, your weekly recap of all Star Citizen news. And this is going to be the speediest speed feed that's ever speeded because nothing really happened. And because nothing happened, the Star Citizen community is going a little crazy and just posting golem landings all week. No Inside Star Citizen this week, and the Star Citizen Live just went over the lore and the story so far. Nothing new was mentioned, so they just recapped stuff like Wicklow, Fight for Pyro, and the current rejuvenation crisis that doesn't really even affect players beyond having the Hathor mission to play. They talked about how the story team is still learning, and that's why they're doing stories during the alpha. And if you watched my video on how Star Citizen has a storytelling problem, you know I agree with them. Do you guys care about story in the game right now during an alpha? We did have a roadmap roundup, but that was also pretty minimal. It just committed the new space combat missions that we covered in the 4.1.1 patch notes a few weeks ago, along with the training missions, which I am excited for, but they're not in the game yet. Wow, it's that part where editor leaf comes in. Can't you tell? I turned the fill light down and I'm wearing headphones. As I was editing, the PTU went to all waves. So if you want to try patch 411, you can do it right now. Okay, back to the Apocalypse, who spells his name like millennial parents spell their children's names, showed off how the Polaris handling has changed in the 411 patch that's on its way. I've got to say I like the changes. It looked very goofy before seeing a Polaris flying around in atmosphere as if they were light fighters. Of course, the new flight model will prevent that too, but this is a good change to its maneuverability. But as I said earlier, because there's no real big news this week, the subreddit's been going crazy and just posting golem landings. Now, this one isn't a golem landing, but I did want to show you this post by Titan Cube that shows them landing in a Polaris hangar while they're flying.
Landing gear deployed. Proximity alert. Head. Landing complete.
And that brings me to a new segment I want to start up. It's called
Look at this thing someone else made!
Name Pending. I figured this won't be the last slow news week that we're gonna have, so I wanted to highlight posts from people in the community. So if you have submissions, whether it's funny, cool, or weird, whether it's a screenshot, a clip, or a piece of art, head on over to my Discord, click on Roles and Hobbies, select Star Citizen, and you'll be able to see the Star Citizen Media text channel that you can post your stuff to. If I've used anything that you've posted, I'll reward you with 50,000 AUEC. I know, big money spender over here. But the hopes is to give bigger prizes out too, as people continue to support me on Fourth Wall. And on that, shoutouts to Zajelli for his support as a CEO of the Lounge. Giveaways are gonna happen monthly for all Lounge members. First one coming up this week, no matter the tier. And you can get a free month of premium membership by buying something in the store, and yes, that does enter you into the giveaway. If you'd like to play Star Citizen with the group, join the Discord. Anyways, thank you for listening to me shill myself out. Stay safe, be kind to your fellow citizens, and we'll see you in the verse. That's it. There's no more news. Go away. But come back Saturday when this happens again.